Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. We've got the 2000s team and the Orlando Magic. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Over Iverson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Duncan left side. Outside, Kobe. Duncan tried to break loose. Bucket is good. Bryant's got the opening basket of the game for the 2000s team.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits on the way up.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. And here's the 2000s team. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Suggs. Banchero outside. Pulls up. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
And so Bryant will bring it up for the 2000s team. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Magic.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Offline with his three. Duncan at the elbow. Bryant. Pass to Shaq. The kick out to LeBron. Second shot opportunity. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. That three off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
The shot's good from Bryant.
Smooth as silk. Bryant's jumper. Gorgeous.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Bryant. Kobe can't get that one to fall. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
LeBron outside. Back to Iverson. Pass to Kobe. From deep. Carter pulls it in. Orlando leading by 4. Banchero, that's good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Bryant inside. No good that time. Great defense that time from Banchero. Caldwell Pope left side. LeBron grabs the miss.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Iverson, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The drive by Iverson, and it's blocked.
Helps to have a shooting guard who can block shots, a real bonus, and Caldwell Pope does a nice job at stiff-arming shooters.
On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 14-4 run.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first. Quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Here's Garnett. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
The defense playing Garnett nice and close inside, but he flexes some muscle and gets through to his finish anyway.
Here's Carter. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 1 second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Orlando holding on to an 8-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Kept alive. Out to Wade. Over Caldwell Pope. Wade can't hit.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, he wishes he had that one back.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Yao can't get it to go.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And it's Banchero missing. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Carter. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1-2 this game.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season the Magic extended Earl Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, "It's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential." This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so comfortably inside. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Banchero, following the bucket by the 2000s team. Down low, here's Wagner. Count it. Wagner's got his first points of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Nowitzki. And here is Yao. Now Carter. He's defended by Wagner. And they'll get another chance. Carter outside. Another shot. Back to Nowitzki. Wade outside. Now here's Nash. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Yao. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, it's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass, just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive boards.
Now, here's Wagner. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here is Carter. Leans. That's good on the jump shot.
Hey, nobody on this floor or any floor for that matter is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
O'Neal looking around. Pass to Duncan. Launches it. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Here's Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
His teammates expect Suggs to hit these shots, and he doesn't disappoint them.
Left side, O'Neal. Back to LeBron. Chance shot. And the layup is good.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Tracy McGrady on the wing. Now Iverson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Check out Iverson getting tricky with the ball, using his handles to slip by the defender.
Here's Banchero. Iverson grabs the board.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time off the floor.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It'll do it for the first half. Up 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now here's Shaq. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's Anthony. Pass to De Silva. Takes it inside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feed. De Silva's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Magic. Kobe, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Magic lead by 16.
He's really a dangerous perimeter shooter. Harris is great at cashing in from this spot on the floor.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
Shots good by Anthony.
And they need Anthony to connect from deep. And when he does, their offense opens up even more.
Back to Iverson. Pass to Bryant. On the wing, James. Clock at 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Much respect for Kobe. Defense got over anxious there.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw, good, Bryant. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Magic leading by 16. Anthony with it. There's the lob to Carter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Pierce. A new 14-second shot clock for the 2000s team. Stripped it away. Pass to De Silva. Puts it in.
A capable floor general. I love watching Anthony set up his teammates.
Shoots from the baseline. Kobe with it. Left side Pierce. Outside Kobe. Iverson outside. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You know, he's gifted with incredible length. Isaac is almost a footer. 7 feet, that is, so he should pile up the block shots.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Put up a deep 3. And they get it back. Outside, Kobe. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Carter pulls it in. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 12-3 run. Harris outside. Pass to Carter. To the inside. Here's De Silva. Good ball movement here by the Magic. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Kicks it out to LeBron. Bryant, that's for 2. Good, he hits the jump shot. Bryant's got 9. Here's Harris. Out to Anthony. Looking for Carter, he gets it there. It's rebounded by Allen Iverson.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And that one's good by Kobe.
No fear in his game. Kobe can work inside with the best of them.
The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Anthony on the wing. Here's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Anthony's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Magic. Bryant. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Bryant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
What a move by Bryant, pulling out his tricks to confuse the defense.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
It's rebounded by O'Neal.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it happens.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And here's Anthony for three, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
And so it's Orlando controlling the game and finishing the... And as we get into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Orlando leading by 20. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That's his first foul. And here is Suggs. Pass to Banchero. It's good from long range. Banchero's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Magic.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs.
Tell you what, off the drive, Suggs vertical, really something to behold. Good luck trying to stop this guy when he comes at you like that.
Now here is Carter. Nash outside. Back to Carter. Shoots over Wagner. They get it again. Pass to Carter. Lets the three fly. Garnett, right side. Back to Duncan. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him, and he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Banchero kicks it out to Wagner. Over Carter. And that one's good, Wagner.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now, here's Banchero. He got it to go! He drops it in!
Oh! Can you believe that?
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And, you know, one of the things you have to love and respect about Nash is his leadership. He's an elite talent, a self-made player who I think makes all of his teammates look better.
Now, here's Banchero. Pass to Carter. Back to Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Wagner missing.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And finished off by LeBron.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Deep three-point territory. Steve Nash pulls it in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Caldwell Pope. The three. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it to the 2000s team.
Kobe makes Duncan look so easy. Man, that guy's explosive.
And the Magic with possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Once again off the mark, Orlando. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And the layup falls. Suggs has got 4 points now in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been. Oh, and there he puts it down! Oh, my goodness.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Now, here's Banchero. Carter outside. 4 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. O'Neal with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Carter down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now, you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Lob pass to Wagner. Over to the wing. From the high post. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Second free throw, no good. Fires away from way outside. Off on that one. And so is Orlando taking this one by a big margin.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. For our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the home team. Here's Castle. To the right side. Here's Fox, playing space. A good-looking shot from the wing.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
Bryant outside. Over Castle. They get it back. Out to James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. Talking with him about De'Aaron Fox, I asked Coach what he wanted his guys to do against him, and Coach said to not give him room to run. De'Aaron is dangerous when he's attacking lanes and leaking out in transition, so we need to limit those opportunities. So it sounds like they're aiming to slow the pace down. We'll see if it works for them.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's the cell. Shots blocked. They retain possession. Pass to Castle. Just 5 to shoot. It's Barnes on the wing. Second chance shot. Here's Wembanyama. Fox with the ball. Sinks the tray. Fox has got 5 now.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Pass to James. Left side O'Neal. Over Wembanyama. O'Neal misses. Fox with the ball. And Fox powers it home.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast. And that ends their drought. You can feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes, but also we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Iverson. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Fox for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. And they're pushing it up. Here's Iverson. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is so important.
Beautiful move there from Fox. His speed and handles are a lethal combination.
O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Iverson. Here's James. He's guarded by Vassell. The shot from 20 feet out. And that one's good. Bryant.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Back to Vassell. Now here's Fox. Driving inside. Tipped. And we're going to have a jump ball. San Antonio with the ball. Shoots. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Back to Fox. And he lobs it up top. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
And the basket is good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Fox. 13 points in the game. Good. Fox has got 15.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the one, and it really helps him out inside.
And that one's good.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for San Antonio. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. And more NBA action. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And the other area they've impressed me is their commitment to the dribble drive, not settling from the perimeter.
Back to James. Pass to Iverson. James with the ball. He's guarded by Vassell. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate, close to the bucket in the high percentage area.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw's good for Fox. Now Bryant. O'Neal inside. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Spurs lead by 6. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I think it's so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Ah, passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Take it away! To the inside. Vassell. Outside Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. Beyond the arc. Barnes, and that's good. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Lets it fly. They get the rebound.
Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one's off. And no luck that time either. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Castle. Here's the drive. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Back to Carter. Over Wembanyama. No good again that time.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
You got to be impressed with Fox's court awareness. He has a feel for when one of his guys is uncovered.
Bryant outside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Wembanyama. Drives to the hoop. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Shot clock at 6. Back to O'Neal. Over Wembanyama. Rebound by San Antonio.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
To the paint. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
O'Neal pulls it in.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And that one drops. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace. Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. He's off on the second. San Antonio leading by 17. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to the cell. The baseline J. Wembanyama's shot is good. Wembanyama's got 12 points in the game.
And look at the soft touch. The rookie, Wembanyama, has really gotten this dialed in.
And rejected. And they recover it. Here's Castle. He has 6. Here's Vassell. No good on the triple. Bryant outside. Over Castle. Bryant, no good. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Here's Wembanyama. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. So a pretty lopsided game in the first half. San Antonio on top, up 19. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And here's James. Here's Iverson. Left side, Carter. On the wing, Bryant. Down low. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Uses the glass on the layup. Wembanyama's got 14 points.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Pass to Iverson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Here's Iverson. Give him 8 points now. Bryant outside. O'Neal inside. Bryant outside. Three-pointer. They shoot again. And the layup is up and in. 6 points for him.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Barnes, it's good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Off the left rim and out. Spurs lead by 22. Wembanyama up top. From downtown, Barnes, and that's good. Barnes has got 7 points for the quarter.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
The three ball. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
To the left wing. Pass to Carter. Here's Bryant. That's good on the jumper. Bryant got 8 points.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Champagnie, that's good. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the 2000s team. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. And here's Bryant outside. Can't get that one to go. Now 4 for 10.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Carter with it. A deep three. They grab their own miss. O'Neal. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. O'Neal's got 4 points now in the quarter. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Here's Iverson. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the left side wing. And it's good. 2 points. Wembanyama's got 19 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just walked down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Right side Barnes. The three is up. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Spurs. Open. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And it's San Antonio's ball. And Fox, here we go. Got a hand on it. Pass to McGrady. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Castle. Hey, how's that? Right back with the dunk.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Pass to Yao. Back to Wade. Here's Pierce. That one a little long. San Antonio with the ball. Now here's Fox. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And they'll get another chance. Here's Pierce. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Here's Nash. Rebound San Antonio. Vassell outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
And he drives in. Here's Nash. He gets it in there. Nash has got his first bucket in this one.
Check out the handles. A spin move like that is how you lose the nearest defender.
Here's McGrady. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And it's the Spurs ball. Three-pointer, Fox. McGrady grabs a miss.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
To the middle. To the paint. It's stolen by Barnes. Inside. Oh, it's stolen. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Wembanyama's got 21 points in the game.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pierce gets the bucket.
That's just a great pass. pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Barnes, it's good.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama, already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
To the inside. Here's Yao. Pass to Nash. Here's McGrady. 6 to shoot. Down low. Pierce gets the bucket. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Fox, that's good. 22 points for him.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Yao, good.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
To the inside. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And that one is stuffed right through.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Yao, good.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Here's Fox. Here he goes. Chalk up 2 there.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge. Especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. San Antonio with the ball. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Oh, ferocious on the attack. Once Wembanyama gets into the lane, the defense is done.
And now we've got an intentional foul. That free throw, no good. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. An easy 2 on the layup.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
First one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. San Antonio with the ball. Here's Wembanyama. LeBron with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there. He's off on the first. Second free throw, no good. Here's Champagnie. To the wing on the left. Back to Sohan. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. A statement.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks and the 2010s team. To the middle, here's Gafford. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Mavericks making a change here. Right side, Durant. Over Washington. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Davis with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. With some high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch? Wow.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Here's the break. Curry on the wing. And it's off the back rim, no good. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good on the triple.
This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
James in the post. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Here's James. Back to Howard. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Irving. Pass to LeBron. To the inside. Outside Curry. Curry with another miss. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here is Davis. The kick out to Irving. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from KD. Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. Outside, Davis. Into the lane. And it's Davis with the jam.
And look at Davis driving in with aggression and taking it right to the rack for the jam.
Pass to Durant. Outside for Curry. Back to Harden. Here's Curry. He's covered by Thompson. Davis. Kicks it out to Harden. To stop the drought. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
The three-pointer is right on target. Thompson's got 6 points.
The reset. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Davis gets it to go.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on him there.
On its way for Curry for 2. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Thompson from long range. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, you talk about confidence when you're from distance. It's Klay Thompson. That's his world, and we're just living in it.
On its way from Curry for 2. And Davis pulls it down.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Thompson outside. Outside, Davis. Over Curry. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Dallas Mavericks. We witnessed him delivering a series of 3 quarters as he knocked 3 total in the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. So what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the result.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke the defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. James, right side. The bank shot, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Davis, here we go.
Davis, so skilled on the offensive end, can shoot, post up, and put it on the deck for the finish.
Pull from deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Thompson way outside. They get it again. The second chance effort. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, this guy puts so much pressure on every opponent they face. Klay Thompson can score from anywhere on the floor.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Thompson inside the line. And it's Thompson again missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Down low. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Dallas moving the ball around. 3, Marshall. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the 2010s team making a change here. Puts it up off the inbound. Howard can't hit. Mavericks leading by 13. Back to Thompson. Howard with the steal. Here's Anthony. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. And on the way from Irving for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see it, Kyrie.
That one good for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The shot by Thompson, no good. It's stolen by Davis. Thompson with it. Wade picks him up. Irving for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Mavs.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers.
It goes down!
No, he didn't!
Yeah.
No, he didn't!
Down! And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Dallas.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Near the three-point line, Westbrook. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And Irving launches it from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you always want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
And the 2010 team making a change here. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson is doubled. From deep three-point land, Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Here's Thompson. Takes it in. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, you love that exploiting of a window of opportunity. Klay Thompson thought of as a shooter. Guess what? I can put it on the deck as well.
From deep three-point territory. And Davis pulls it down. Here's Leonard over Davis. Outside, KD. Aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
And the first half is now in books. Mavericks lead by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's the 2010s team with the ball. Down by 15. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down.
Oh, stop it. That one just too easy for LeBron James. So high above the rim.
Williams inside the line. The rebound by Harden. Outside Curry. Pulls it up. Harden's shot is off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Wasted no time on that one. Exum's got his first points of the game.
Well, Dante Exum quickly out into transition in the open floor. You cannot lose this guy.
They get it back. Another shot. James absolutely owning the inside.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And yes, it's good.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
It's good. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at the last season's trade deadline added links by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Here's Howard. Goes back up. No good at the rim.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And that one's good, Irving.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open.
Oh, that's unbelievable. It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
Thompson from long range. Shoots the three. Thompson with the three.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
The shot by Paul, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Lively high post. Dallas moving it around. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. And it's off from three-point range. And Irving pulls it down.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
A difficult shot for some bigs, but AD making it look easy.
Scooped up. Tries again. And Howard with the nice bucket inside. Howard's got 10 points.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Thompson.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
First free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Thompson surveying the floor. Driving. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Wade. Back to Giannis. Drills the baseline jumper.
And you can see the growing confidence that Giannis has in that mid-range.
Thompson outside. .32 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the lob to the hoop. Outside for Davis. Takes a three. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
On the wing, Irving. Over Howard. And Dallas again with the bucket.
You know, that's a turnaround jumper, one of the toughest shots in the game to defend, and he pulled it off perfectly right there.
And so it's Dallas taking a 19-point lead in. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Dallas with it. To the left side wing. And here's Washington outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Washington's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Mavs. Mavericks leading by 22. The 2-3 from Thompson. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Leonard. Here he goes.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Pass to Irving. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And now the Westbrook with the ball. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Mavericks on D. They have a 19-point lead.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And finished off by Lively.
When Kyrie Irving comes off that pick and roll, he has so much attention on him due to his speed that it results in a lot of easy shots for the guys around him.
And here's KD for 3. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. James.
LeBron James leads by contributing in so many different areas. That time, a big offensive rebound.
Good work there as it goes. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Lively with it. He's picked up by LeBron.
Boy, how about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
Davis, that's for 2. Rebounded by Anthony. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the 2010s team. Shots good by Anthony.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double-clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes of and finished off by Lively.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
Back to Harden. KD on the wing. Tough 2 from Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
Davis with the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Stolen by Harden for the finish. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, look at James Harden create the steal, anticipating he's got the basketball. He can get a step on everybody and finishes in transition. That is beautiful end-to-end play.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Thompson misses.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Harden can't hit. Mavericks leading by 15. Irving looking over the floor. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. Off the inbound. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back was his impressive vertical.
Right side Durant. Sinks the three-pointer.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Thompson is double. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lively, no one around him. To the right side. Washington with room to fire. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And that one, good.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Outside Irving. Puts one up from 19. Off the mark. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win.